Composting is a great contribution towards our environment, through which we can utilize our own organic waste within the boundaries of our homes. And we can leave minimum carbon footprints. Hello everyone, my name is Akshat Garg, and today I will talk on how a natural compost can be prepared at home in a very simple and effective manner. So let me tell you what all you need to prepare a compost. You will need first an empty paint or Fevicol plastic bucket of 15 to 20 liters. Second, you will need a packet of rhizobium or some other composting microbe powder that is easily available online or at a plants and seed shop. Third, you will need carbon, that is dried leaves, twigs, stems, grass and small pieces of newspaper. Fourthly, you will need organic waste, which is kitchen waste, eggshells, cooked leftovers, fruit and vegetable peels, etc. And lastly, you will need water. But before initiating the process of composting, we should always keep two separate dustbins at our homes. First, for organic use, in which all the biodegradable materials go in, like fruits and vegetable, food waste, etc. And second, you need to keep an inorganic, in which all the non-biodegradable waste goes in, like plastics, foils, metals, food packaging, etc. Let's start our journey of making a compost. First of all, you need to puncture 4 to 5 holes at the bottom of an empty bucket so as to increase the flow of air and moisture. For effective waste decomposition, it needs the following 5 elements: air, moisture, temperature, carbon and microbes. It is very important to perforate the bucket, that is, make holes at the bottom and around the bucket for increasing the circulation of air and moisture. For this purpose, I used a screwdriver and heated it at a very high temperature and used it to puncture 4 to 5 holes at the bottom and all around the sides of the bucket. For decomposition to take place effectively, it is very important that you also puncture holes at all the sides of the bucket. I keep this bucket in my kitchen garden on the soil. Alternatively, this bucket can be kept on top of a large empty flower pot. When organic waste decomposes, it releases some residual water or compost tea, which is in turn very nutritive for the plants and soil. I have this another type of compost bin with a tap, which makes it easier to extract the compost tea. The first step while starting a compost is to put a layer of small pebbles covered with sand. Alternatively, you can directly start composting. Above the layer of stones comes a layer of carbon, which consists of dry twigs, leaves, stems, etc. and small pieces of newspaper. This layer is also known as browns. Next up is to sprinkle a thin layer of rhizobium or composting microbial powder all over the browns. This will start and speed up the process of composting without any foul smell. Above the rhizobium comes a layer of kitchen waste, also called greens, which is followed by another thin layer of rhizobium on top. Finally, above the rhizobium comes a last layer of carbon, such that the ratio of carbon to organic waste is 1:3. Kitchen waste is rich in nitrogen, and that is why the microbes need some amount of carbon to decompose the organic waste. So this ratio of 75% organic waste and 25% carbon is very vital. You can also use a coconut peat mixture as a carbon mix, which is also available online or at a plants and seed shop. Just take 3 to 4 handfuls of this mix and spread it evenly over the compost, over the whole carbon mixture. For the compost to have enough moisture to facilitate the decomposition, make sure to sprinkle some amount of water over the top of the compost bin. Next day, you should compost the waste in the same manner, arranged in layers. As the carbon is already there, it will be followed by a layer of rhizobium, then a layer of kitchen waste, and then rhizobium again, and a last layer of carbon. Eventually, you will feel that the compost bin is filling up and no space is left, but not to worry. When you will notice the compost bin after 2 or 3 days, you will see that the waste content has shrunk due to decomposition, and so there is space for the next cycle. In the same manner, a single compost bin can easily accommodate 15 cycles of waste each day. A single compost bin takes at least 3 to 6 months to fully prepare. The heat produced within the compost bin is produced by the bacteria and is an indicator of whether you need to turn the compost or not. During the summer months, the compost is much more active due to the excess heat generated. But during the winter months, it becomes static due to the low heat generated. And due to this lack of heat, the bacteria might not be able to work properly and the compost bin might start to emit a foul smell. So, to eliminate this foul smell and to get the bacteria back to work, you need to turn the compost manually with a garden fork or a similar tool. You can use this prepared manure for your plants or your kitchen garden, because this manure is free from chemicals and supplies nutritive elements from your very own kitchen. Earlier from my house, 2 big black bags of garbage used to go into the garbage truck, but now only a small packet containing non-biodegradable waste goes into that truck. This is my small contribution towards the protection of our environment. I hope that you will contribute to this cause. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.